Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Network merchandise shop. Pick up your logo merchandise by heading over to abvnetwork.com, clicking on shop, and start filling your basket today. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you are looking for something for yourself, a customized gift, or logoed items for your business gift shop, the Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. That's the number 2 in the Bar to Go. Don't forget our friends at Neely Family Distillery now ship their unique distilled spirits directly to you. To order yours, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, a podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we have a first of a two-parter where we will certify 8 individuals as ABV Network superfans, leading up to a crowning tomorrow of the best ABV Network superfan in part 2. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Bo Cumberland, Nate Weingar, and Evan Van Scoik.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Howdy.
What's up, Steve?
Hey.
Hey, so this is a fun and exciting show. So I love this concept, and it comes to us from Kathy Cool because we use the name superfan to describe people that we see regularly at events that participate in all the stuff that we do. And so it becomes a thing. And so Kathy was like, I want to become a superfan. How do I get that? I'm like, well, there's really not, it's not a certification. And then I thought, well, maybe let's look into that. So anything that we've done to this point, we're throwing out the window. And we're starting with the certification process. It's this two-parter where we'll literally go through a process. We've got 28 individuals that are big-time fans of what we do. We love all of them, of course, but we're going to narrow that list down to 8. And those 8 will be inducted into superfans. That's a title that can't be taken from you unless, of course, you violate our code of ethics, which we haven't yet to develop. So that's
There is no code of ethics.
that's pending. And then what we'll do is we'll take those 8, and then tomorrow we'll do a bracket challenge where we'll have all 8 of our new members, our first class, inaugural class of superfans, and we'll go through and do a bracket challenge. Then we will determine the greatest ABV Network superfan, and we'll have fun with this in upcoming years. So I think we're going to do this once a year, and we'll induct 8 each year is going to be the plan. So if you don't make it this year, it doesn't mean you're not going to have a chance to make it again next year. We'll create a new list and questions about these as we go through them. So the team is not eligible. So Beka's not eligible. I'm not eligible. People that are on the staff, Bo's not eligible. He actually is part of Bourbon Sasquatch Productions. People that are involved in what we do, well, they may be super fans too, or maybe that's how they came to us. They're not necessarily eligible for this. But other people, you'll hear like Royce Neely on there. He's not affiliated with the network other than he comes on shows and things like that. So they are still eligible, even if they're in the industry. That doesn't stop. You can be a fan in the industry. So, and then the other question Evan had as he was looking through this, why are some couples listed separately and others together? And it just depends on the couples and how they approach things. So if you look at the Kaplans, a lot of times we think of the Kaplans as one unit, but again, they do very many things. There'll be times when Mandy will do an event or do a podcast with us. Jeff's not there and vice versa. But when you look at someone like the Ewalds and the Robinsons, they're always together. It's not like we have an event and only Neil is there and Melanie wasn't up for this one. We look at them as kind of a single unit. It's subjective. I know you could argue the other side of this, and I guess neither would be wrong, but that's kind of how we look at it, and that's how they have the opportunity to make it into the Hall of Fame. Could it be a plus? Maybe. Could it be a minus? Maybe. I don't know. So it's just going to see and go through it, and that's how we're going to do it. But before we get to all that good stuff, we'll get to that after the break. For right now, Bo said there's something that he wanted to talk about. What is that, Bo?
Okay, so recently I've had the opportunity, my brother and I, I'm working with a distillery in Ohio, a guy that owns a distillery in Ohio. I'm helping him out with some like graphic design, video work, that kind of thing. In exchange, he's helping me with a putting out a brand of rum, getting
Yeah.
a brand on the market for me and my brother, Cumberland Boys Rum. So it's pretty exciting. I'm actually very excited about
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
But my question is, do what?
I'm
You
just
guess.
affirming what you're saying. Yes, it is cool.
Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. So my question is, if you guys could have a brand, a liquor out on the market that's for you, what would it be, and what would the name of it be? Like what type of liquor would you have, and what would you call it?
Okay. Okay. I'll go first. I am working on something with Royce. I don't know that we've talked about it on the show, so I don't want to say the name of it because because it is going to be a real product coming to market. I don't want to say the name. It's a whiskey though, and it's going to be unique, experimental things that we may use stuff that Royce has made. We may source things. We may combine those things. It's going to be something, one of those where it's a little bit different each and every time. And if we source something, we're not going to just buy and sell that. We're going to buy it. We're going to, finish it in a barrel. We're going to do something different to it to add value. So it'll be unique to what we're doing. And that's kind of the dream. I mean, that's the cool thing. So yes, I would definitely want to stay in the whiskey realm.
Okay.
This is interesting because obviously, like ideally, all of us would think that we should say whiskey because that's why we're all here.
Right.
That's why it kind of makes me not want to go with a whiskey.
Okay. Red Claws. I think they may sue you for that. I don't know. I think
probably I would probably get sued. But what's new? Golly. It would probably, I mean, I feel like it would, I want to say whiskey, but like I said, I also want to say, I mean, technically, so I mean, that I'm on a bottle, I'm on the absinthe bottle, so that would kind of make sense. Maybe a different absinthe could be named after me, and I could be on the bottle once again as a fairy. What would we call it? Now that's we'd probably maybe the just plain clear absinthe because I am so pasty white that it almost makes sense. Blanco
it should have a red tint. Like I've never seen a red tinted absinthe.
Oh, a red absinthe.
Yeah, that'd be
because
awesome.
of it ties into Miss Beka Sue.
A red absinthe.
And it's something I've never
seen.
We
could partner on it, and it would have tasting notes of ginger snaps.
The fairy will be red this time instead of the green fairy.
Gingerbread cookies.
I mean, you could use just like ginger's not a bad. I mean, it's a cool herb in general, so that's not necessarily the worst idea.
Yeah.
But maybe a ginger absinthe. I'll talk to Royce about it.
Yeah, I'm sure you could figure something. Like I said, there's no blueprint to do that, but that doesn't mean it can't be done. They can't be. Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, whiskey makes sense, for all of us. But I think a red absinthe that'd be perfect. Like I said, name I have absolutely no idea. I'll have to think on that one.
Okay, Nate, how about you?
Well, first off, Bo, I'm excited for you. That sounds pretty awesome, man.
Yep.
Thanks,
Yes.
man.
Well done on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I look forward to tasting it someday. This is one of the things that I have a book where I write down future possible names of whiskey.
Okay.
And then try and find and see what would happen copyright wise. And man, you won't believe how much crap out there is already out there. So
yeah, it's crazy.
We got a few names. We thought if we go that route, I know like you, Steve, that's something we could go into, but
right. Yeah. Don't give away anything you're thinking about using because then someone will
really
take it.
Yeah, of course not. No. But I think that it would be whiskey for me. And I don't know yet what that would look like. I do and I don't.
What type of mash bill?
Well,
like a 4 grain, a high rye, a wheated, like what?
I'm a high rye guy, but so I would definitely like kind of a high rye bourbon probably. That would be, or even looking at maybe a wheat bourbon, something like that. I like rye too, so who knows? I mean, I thought about even the blending piece too, Steve, that you're talking about, ironically, I just heard of Coors. I don't know if you guys know this. Coors is coming out with a new whiskey in a month. It's going to be released. It's called Five Trails, and they're actually using, I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this, but I don't care. It's not mine. Bardstown Bourbon Company, MGP, and a local Colorado single malt blend. So it's going to be an interesting.
Seems like that should be called Three Trails.
Yeah, there might be two.
It leaves them open for future expansion.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Five Trails is to something else. But I'm just thinking, like, anybody that's getting into this now, it's like there's just so much. I mean, like you said, not just buying barrels and reselling it under a label. Like, are you going to do something with it, something unique, add something?
Right. Yeah. Buying and selling it. I don't think you can get away with that anymore. People live to find out what it is, and then they will blast you and be like, this is just that. And, but yeah, if you can add value to it, make it better.
It's also cooler. Like if you're like, I understand, like, you just want to make money a lot of times,
right.
But like, isn't it cooler to, like, if you do source, to do something to it, or like they're doing is mixing a bunch of ones together that wouldn't have been mixed together.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool.
Right.
So if you're going to source, at least don't just sell it flat out, like, do something else to it. So it makes it unique. And so that we don't just have a billion different MGP mash bills in different bottles. Yeah.
Nobody might be doing that better right now than Foregate, which is a little small company, and each one of theirs, this is, $200 plus whiskey, depending on what release it is. And, but I'll tell you what, they create the value for themselves by making everything unique, everything different, everything delicious. It's got to hit on all those. So yeah, they do a good job.
I'm excited.
And in the weird category for that same concept, I think they're sourcing from MGP. Is a group, I think, out of Three Boys Farm Distillery. They've got a line called Good Times. And I think they're taking MGP barrels and doing all kinds of crazy finishes.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. What would you do, Evan?
All right. So good thing you saved me for last, because I've got a lineup for you.
Oh, God.
Bo, thank you for the great question.
Let's pick out your top one or two.
I
don't want to be here like, okay, number 43. Number 43.
It was 4. It's 4, okay?
Only right. 4.
So the first one is actually getting made. It's going to be my wedding whiskey that me and Taylor came up with the mash bill for. So
it's already made. It's done aging too.
It's getting bottled.
That's a complete product. Yeah.
Yes.
You did great.
And so its current name is the Van Scoik Vows.
That's good.
Good. It is a high oated Missouri bourbon.
Okay.
So it's 51 corn, 29 oat, 20 cherry wood smoked malt barley.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
All right. And it's delicious. So that's number 1. That one wins. After that, if I'm having a line of like Evan V whiskey,
okay,
I would probably go with Still 630 again. Their smoked sorghum. It was an experimental. It's been my favorite experimental thus far. So branching out from bourbon a little bit, it's a smoked sorghum. I would then go with a like a 95.5 rye mash bill, or 90-10, maybe Stumpy's rye. And then I would look to do something like a toasted and a honey barrel.
Oh.
So it'd be a toasted honey rye.
Nice.
And then my last one would to be find a wheated bourbon and do a toasted and maple syrup
barrel. Okay. Double barreling.
Well, it's technically triple.
Right. Well, double finish barrel, I guess.
Double finish, triple barreled.
Yes. Yeah. Ah, nice. Yeah.
Evan V going for all 3. Going for all 3 with Evan V.
Evan, all you got to do is just put a horse on top, dude, and you're in business, bro. Well done, man.
Yeah. Also, you need to acquire a bunch of money. You can make all that happen. I mean, those distilleries, the owners well enough to work with them to get the raw product that you need.
The weeded bourbon, I could be talked into a Neely product for that.
Right. Yeah. So this would be easy to do. Which again, it's expensive to get into that business, but yes, you come up with that. It could be something that starts as a side hustle that quickly could become your full-time gig. So
yeah, because they're doing double barreled now. So the next logical thing is triple barreling.
Yeah. Triple barrel. What about quadruple barrel? There are some double finished products
Why not
already.
just keep on finishing it over and over every.
This has been actually in 80 different barrels.
This is our 150th barrel.
There's over 733 tasting notes that can be found in this whiskey.
At some point, that's too many.
And the
Right.
You get this contest to see if you can make the list of it and shit like that. Yeah, there's 733 that we know everything that's in there. So
every single flavor that exists in this one whiskey.
I'm guessing that's pretty cost effective, so you'll probably not have to charge but $700 a bottle. So that'll be good, man.
Yeah, and people be lining up around the block. Yeah, and if you're like, and someone will be like, Evan, that price is crazy, and he's like, yeah, you're right, it needs to be higher. It's 1,000. Then the line will be even longer. That's how dumb bourbon people.
No,
I'm
going to price it at $99.
Can I put a sticker on there?
The
Can I put a sticker on their bottle?
One bottle per state.
Yes.
And let them go crazy.
Secondary prices through the roof.
All right. Well, guess what? It is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start this time with not Miss Beka Sue. She's off and running. We'll start with Evan. Evan, what do you got?
All right, I'm going to grab a little guy from Old Monroe. This is one of their small bottle special release of a straight malt whiskey, and then finished in French oak Norden barrels.
Norden, okay. Oh, no, nothing there. Very quiet. It felt like it was a microphone issue, but it was just such a subtle pop. I don't know. Well, what do you got?
Just a little guy.
Okay.
I'm going to go with, there's a small distillery in Georgetown, close to where I live, Bourbon 30. And I'm going with their flagship, just 100 proof bourbon. It's a really good, nice drinker. And I really like what they're doing down there. So I'm going to give them some props.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Bo takes the lead. I'll go next. I've got Weller Foolproof here. This is a pick from Old Hickory Whiskey Bar in Pensacola, Florida. Probably about a tie with Bo, I would say.
It was pretty sloshy.
Can you let the host talk? I had the finger up, but there was slosh at the end, meaning I get deducted points. So Bo has the lead. Though what? Guess what? I'm going to deduct 2 points for audience interference off of Bo. I actually just took the lead because of Evan. So right now I could win this thing because of Evan's interference with the host. And Evan's been put on warning. He may be banned from the show. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. All right. So I have the lead right now. It's like that when you're like Bartman, remember the Cubs guy who interfered when the Cubs were getting ready to go to the World Series and he interfered with the play. You're Bartman on the show. So there you go. You may cost Bo the win here. All right. Nate, what do you got?
Man, I'm afraid to go. I don't want to get banned from the show, man. Jesus, I'll let you win, Steve. Shit, man.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's what I got for you. We had a very fortunate release. We were very fortunate to get. We partnered with our partners, Daveco. So I am drinking our Stag Junior 5280 private barrel. So let's see what this thing goes with.
All right.
And it was really bad.
It was bad. It's quiet, very slushy.
Good, really bad. Yeah.
Now, your sticker club was involved in getting that picked together?
Yeah, my sticker club. It made the bottle that much better tasting, Steve, as you know. So it's a lot of effort that went into that.
All right, Evan, you are up next. You have to beat me, who technically you have to beat Bo, but Evan went. Okay, Miss Beka Sue.
Then was banned.
Yeah. Miss Beka Sue. I forgot. I was going to go to you first, but you were up and moving.
Absolutely hate to do this. Okay. And it's actually this is actually Evan's fault that I'm doing this.
Perfect.
Because what I'm doing is I'm letting Steve win unintentionally. I didn't know this was going to happen when I did this, but I ran out and I grabbed a sample that Evan gave me of the Still 630 sorghum. Right? Is it this one?
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't even have a cork pop. So this is Evan's fault that Steve is 100% winning.
I won.
Sorry, Bo. But
That's all right. That's all right. I take my losses like a champ.
I love the fact Bo loses from nothing to do with him. Cheers, gang.
guys,
Cheers.
All right, we're going to get serious because we have a serious topic today. We're going to get 8 super fans into the first ever class of super fans. We'll get to that after the break. Hello, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, and let's talk for a moment about our sponsors, the people that make this show happen. First up is our friends at Moonshine University. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification at their office in Louisville. The information I learned through lead instructor Colin Blake and their team there is something that I continue to draw upon frequently in my role at the ABV Network. It truly is the standard of establishing a benchmark of knowledge of the bourbon industry. From history to production to brands and people, it's all there. Check out their full listing of programs, including Executive Bourbon Steward certification, production classes if you're considering starting a distillery, and much more at moonshineuniversity.com. I also want to talk about Neely Family Distillery. Back in May of 2018, I met Royce Neely at Limestone Branch's Craft Bourbon Festival. It ended up not only being the start of a great friendship, I started to truly learn about what makes craft whiskey so amazing. You see, I had been a bourbon drinker for over 30 years at that point, and like many people who had been drinking bourbon a long time, I was hard-coded into thinking big bourbon was where it was at and craft was on a journey to get there. Spending time with Royce and learning the things he does to make his whiskey taste better started to really get me to appreciate how things like sweet mashing, open top fermentation, pot distillation, and the grains you are using not only makes your product taste better coming off the still, but also out of the barrel as well. I still love heritage brands and they make up a bulk of my collection. But when you find a craft distiller that is truly dedicated to the craft of distilling, you are drinking some of the best whiskey out there on the market today. That's exactly what's happening at Neely Family Distillery today. Check them out on the web at neelyfamilydistillery.com, or better yet, stop by and see them at their distillery in Sparta, Kentucky. And now, back to the show.
MacLeod, don't mix your grain and grapes. Not a good time. You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're going to figure out who the ABV Network super fans are.
Yes, we've never officially certified anyone for this in the past. It's literally just been, oh, you're a super fan. You're a super fan. Now we're going to go through a process. And you know, that doesn't change the fact that we called people super fans. You know, maybe, you know, they can still go by that in their mind. But to me, officially, you now have to go through the process. This is year one of it. We're going to do it every year. And we've got 28 people listed. So here are our 28 people. I'll go through this pretty quickly. Jeff from Iowa, Tony Friend, Lenny Eckstein, Adam Stumpf, Royce Neely, Danny Kennard, Rick Brenner, Evan Van Scoik, Kathy Kuhl, Scott Pinkowski, Katie Joyce, Stacy Spears, Della Fane, Dana the Dreamer 6, Lori Mangum, Turner Wathen, Mandy Kaplan, Jeff Kaplan, Heidi Fosnot, Jim Fosnot, Bill Lewis, Bob Whitlatch, Tim Wheeler, Brian Murphy, the Ewalds, the Robinsons, Kevin Majors, and Bruce Clough. That is our 28 that are eligible. We're going to do this like we've done the things in the past where we do our bourbon battle royales. So I pull out a name at random. So this, again, is not taking turns. It's at random. And when I pick out your name, you get to choose someone to strike from the list. Again, this is very important. Please take it seriously. Think through it. I wouldn't do just a knee-jerk reaction. Because you know, I think it's important to the people that make it in. It's important to the people that get eliminated. So you want to make sure that we get the best 8 in there. With that being said, we're ready to start. First one to eliminate someone is Sue, aka Miss Beka Sue. Who's dropping off the list?
Let's see here.
20 will fall. We got 28 on the list, so 28 need to go. 20 need to go.
I'm gonna toss out. We're gonna toss out Royce Neely first.
Royce Neely goes out.
Dang.
Wow.
Probably an argument at dinner.
Oh.
Probably an argument at dinner or something. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'll be dropping by the.
Told you my
distillery
hamburger
tomorrow.
wasn't that good.
All right, Nate. Nate.
So I gotta eliminate somebody off this list.
You do. Their dreams are crushed right now.
Jesus, dude. I don't need hate mail. Let's see here.
Choose carefully.
Man.
The bigger the fan, the more they are likely to listen. That could play into this. If you don't know someone, you're like, well, they're not even big enough. I don't even know who this person is, so they can't be a super fan. So yeah,
I'll probably pick someone you guys think is like the best super fan, and then
we just have to live with the results. No matter how much we disagree with it or how much we hate you for doing it, we have to live with it because you're part of the team here today.
All right, let me see here. I'm gonna say I'm gonna eliminate Evan.
Evan.
Good call. I was totally going to eliminate myself.
Evan Van Scoik. Evan Van Scoik is out. Okay. Next up is Bo.
Okay, so just so I'm not like a complete jerk, I'm just gonna literally pick somebody that I've never
hated
been on a
for
show
years.
With. You what?
That you've hated for years?
Yeah, I'm picking somebody that I've hated since the first time I heard their voice on this network.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna kick off. Let's see. Let's go with Scott Pinkowski.
Pinkowski, gone.
Just because I've never been on a show.
He's not ever been on a show. Yeah, he comes to some events and that. His wife will be happy, actually. You know, he's married to Kathy Cool. She just wants to make it. She does not want him to make it. All right. Oh, man, we've gone round robin here. We're getting somebody different every time. This is not how this usually works. Usually it's like the same person keeps getting picked again and again. This is tough. I like everyone on the list. Not easy. Ooh, who needs to go? I'm going to go with, because our distillers have such a great life and they have recognition and love and adoration from their fans. Unfortunately, Mr. Adam Stumpf, you have been eliminated.
John, how are we going to get down to the 8 people?
We're going to keep doing this until we have 8, and you're going to have to save people.
Oh, we're going to start saving people?
No, you're going to have to, yeah, we go around until we'll do this 20 times.
So these 8 are advancing to the next show.
These are eliminated. Once you're eliminated, you're gone. The 8 that are left.
We're calling out names of people that we're getting rid of.
Right.
Correct.
The idea is like the old wrestling.
Oh, until we're down to 8 people.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. The old Bourbon Battle Royale. Did you think wait a second. Wait. Time out. Did you think when you said Royce Neely, he made it to the finale?
No, I knew.
Okay.
Oh, shit. I tossed him out.
Okay.
No, I absolutely tossed out my husband.
Okay.
1000%. So it's my turn. We're going to toss out. Oh, God. We're going to toss out Katie Joyce. I know I just podcasted with her the other day, but
newer one on the group.
I don't see her a ton.
Newer one to the group. So yeah, you're not wrong. She may get there. It's going to take time though. Bo.
Wow.
This could be an 8-hour show.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Tony Friend only because I've sent out, friend request after friend request, and I just keep getting ignored. So out.
Tony listens. He, in my mind, is the ultimate super fan. The first person we ever called super fan. He's moved. He's there. He's in Kentucky now. He stopped by my house on the way there, which was nice. Okay, but he's gone.
How big a fella is he? I mean,
he's small.
Okay. All right, good. I'm sticking with Tony.
Okay. It is what it is. We have to live with it. Evan.
All right. Again, I'm going with someone. Yeah, I don't see their name a lot. I did a little snooping. If you're not using the ABV Network Crew Club too much, you're gonna get some discounted points here. I'm not seeing Tim Wheeler's name a lot.
Tim Wheeler. Okay. Tim Wheeler.
An upset for Neely Family Distillery because Tim Wheeler just orders so much stuff from us all the time.
Back to me again.
Evan.
All right, breaking hearts all day. The next one, I'm gonna have to say, while I was on a show with her once, Lori Mangum.
Lori Mangum. Off the list. Okay. sweetest person in the world. You
Yeah.
just kicked off.
Oh,
That's really nice.
You just
That's
kicked. It's like you just kicked a puppy or something.
Right.
Why would
Yeah.
you do that?
The nicest lady.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Miss Beka Sue.
Oh, me. I'm kicking off Jeff from Iowa.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Oh, he's gonna be heartbroken. We did the closest thing. We did a bracket challenge one time to determine the best, and this was again just subjective. He was in there. He came in 5th place. He refers to himself as the 5th place fan. So now he's not even going to be in the inaugural class. So me next. Same thing. I like everybody on here. To me, they're all super fans, but time-wise, Bruce Clough hasn't been, following us as long as everyone else. So using that as a parameter, we eliminate Bruce. Yeah. All right. Shit. Me again.
Steve again.
I don't like this. Let's see. I think most of these folks listen too. Again, kind of newer to the group. Murphy. He's been with us a couple of years now, but that is newer when you're talking about some of the other people that have been with us since 2016. So I take Brian Murphy out.
Taking out Brian.
Yeah. Here we go. Now we're getting to the thing, me again. We're getting to the thing where someone keeps getting picked again and again. Lenny, thanks, man, for your years of service and working with us. We like it.
God.
But you're not going to be a super fan.
Fucking corner.
You're not going to be a super fan, my friend.
Throw him from the top rope.
Good. Not me. Bo. Bo?
Sorry, I locked up for a while.
Okay.
Who did you just eliminate? Because I did not hear any of that.
I eliminated that time Lenny Eckstein.
Oh,
Lenny and Brian Murphy.
Yeah, Brian Murphy was before.
And Bruce.
I'll tell you
Bruce.
what. I'm gonna go only because I really like her and I've been on several shows with her. But I'm gonna go with Della Fane just because I don't know. I like her though.
Yeah, it's not a matter of not liking someone. It's tough. There's a list of all good people here.
Correct.
Oh, good. Miss Beka Sue.
Great.
As long as it's not me. I don't want it to be me.
Oh, of course. Let's see. Who did you just kick off?
Della.
Della.
Della. Oh man, Della. All right. I am kicking off. Let's see. I'm kicking off Turner Wathen. I never liked the guy anyways.
All right, Evan. Van Scoik.
Is starting to get down there.
Yeah.
All right. So this one is gonna play against because they're married. I'm gonna eliminate Jim.
Jim Fosnot, gone. Jim Fosnot, gone. Okay. All right. Jim Fosnot is gone. Okay. That's going to leave us the following. I just want to recap who we still have in. Danny Kennard, that's 1. 2 is Rick Brenner. 3 is Kathy Cool. 4 is Stacy Spears. 5 is Dana the Dreamer 6. 6 is Mandy Kaplan. 7 is Jeff Kaplan. 8 is Heidi Fosnot. 9 is Bill Lewis. 10 is Bob Whitlatch. 11 is the Ewalds. 12 is the Robinsons. And 13 is Kevin Majors. We got to do this 5 more times. 5 more people are going. Heartbreaker time. 5 people being eliminated. Evan, good. Not me. As long as it's not me.
This is getting hard. I think I'm gonna have to go Bill Lewis.
Bill Lewis. Gone. Okay.
Bill is currently flipping me off.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yes,
4 more to go. 4 more to go, and luckily it is Evan. Evan, go ahead, my friend.
Let's piss off some more people. This one's hard. I think I'm gonna have to go. I'm sorry, Kathy. Sorry, Kathy.
You'll have to deal with her. That's the best part.
I
will
know.
Be seeing her at still 6:30, and she looks forward to talking to you, I'm sure. Miss Beka Sue, you get to pick one.
All right, it's my turn to pick. I am going to be kicking out. I'm kicking out Stacey Spears.
Stacey Spears, perhaps my longest individual fan of the group. She immediately started supporting me on Patreon early on. And then when we added a second Patreon account, we started with Bourbon Zeppelin and ABV Network. She began supporting me on that. One of the greatest people in the world. Gone. Bo. 2 more to go. So, Bo, you're going to be one of those 2.
So here's the deal.
Okay.
These 2 people are good friends of mine. I like them a lot. I live very close to them. But they don't both deserve to be in this. So we're going to either go with Mandy or Jeff Kaplan.
All right.
So, well, I want you guys to help me. Which one should go?
You know. I know you know, Bo.
I was going to suggest, if it came down to me, I was going to keep Mandy over Jeff.
Yes.
All right.
Mandy has all of our swag. Mandy attends a lot of things. Mandy posts a lot of things.
That being said, it is ultimately your decision.
All right. Well, I was going to keep Jeff, but since you guys think that Jeff sucks and he doesn't deserve to be in here, we'll kick him out.
All right.
But it's y'all's decision, not mine.
Okay.
Oh, God.
This is not true. Not true.
Here's where we're at. One more has to get eliminated. This is the heartbreaker right here. You were within 1 of making it. I'm going to go over. There should be 9 on the list here. Number 1 is Danny Kennard. Number 2 is Rick the Legend Brenner. Number 3 is Dana the Dreamer 6. Number 4 is Mandy Kaplan. Number 5 is Heidi Fosnot. Number 6 is Bob Whitlatch. Number 7 is the Ewalds. Number 8 is the Robinsons. And number 9 is Kevin Majors. Please, for the love of God, don't pick me here.
Has Nate's name been drawn?
I think one time.
Yeah,
I think like the first one.
You. That's
I know.
He did the first one. All right. And our last person to do it is Evan.
Yes.
He's making friends tonight.
Why you gotta do this to me? Oh, goodness.
Close as can be here to making it.
I know. I'm looking at the names and it all hurts inside.
You know that we got.
I'm choosing.
Right now we have 9 people tuned in. And one's going to be furious. Everyone else has got a limit is tuned out.
Well, you know what? This is how I'm going to decide. Because I already pissed off one half. I might as well piss off the other because I see them in person. Heidi.
Oh, you talk about hearing about this.
Oh yeah.
Oh
because
my God.
I don't get. I get to see only 2 other people on that list in person. I deserve what's coming to me.
All right. So congratulations to our 8 charter members of Super Fandom at the ABV Network. That is Danny Kennard, Rick the Legend Brenner, Dana the Dreamer 6, Mandy Kaplan, Bob Whitlatch, the Ewalds, the Robinsons, and Kevin Majors. Okay. Now, that being said, I want this group to be on lockdown. If I hear from somebody like, it's so cool, I made the list, let's let them hear it live. Let's let them enjoy the moment of making it or not. And because they will talk too, you tell one, you think, I just want to tell one person. Then they'll say, hey, I made it. And then, so let's leave this on lockdown. You shouldn't be hearing this until it happens live. Should be fun. We have 8, again, congratulations to everybody who made the list. And thank you. Because those are the people that support the network. There's even more than that. Getting it down to 28, you're eliminating people before they get started. It's a tough process. We like everybody who listens, even if we don't know you. I had someone pop up recently, send me a nice, I didn't even know they listened before. They sent me a nice message. And so there's a lot of people out there like that. These are the people that we interact with the most. Is how we came up with this list. And to get it down to 8 was tough. I was glad my name didn't get picked more than it did. And Evan's got a marked man now.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna be having a good time.
He did the heavy lifting at the end there, and to some of the most vocal people too. So. Yeah. By the way, well, good call on the Jeff over Mandy. Jeff, you'll never hear word. It's kind of, if you would have eliminated Mandy, let me tell you something. You'd be hearing about that. Jeff, you won't hear a thing. The next time you see him, he'll be cool with it. If you would eliminate Mandy,
I know.
All right. So good call there. All right. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. We're going to end this show and we'll be doing another one where we'll determine the ultimate super fan, but you guys will have to hear that one tomorrow. For right now, where can people find us? Evan, we'll start with you.
Yeah, you can email all complaints about my choices to the abvnetwork.com.
Good McNugget so I can care less.
Yeah.
Right.
But yes, I am on Facebook, unfortunately, as myself, Evan Van Scoik, and Instagram, Wit Wisdom Whiskey. Please don't hate me.
Nate, how about you?
Two simple spots, 5280 Whiskey on Instagram and 5280whiskey.com.
Talk about a guy who came out of this thing clean. He only had to eliminate one person. It was Evan. Perfect. All right, Bo, how about you? Where can people find you?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook and Instagram under Bo Cumberland, both of those under Bourbon Sasquatch, and try to find me on YouTube under My Journey Through the American Spirits.
All right, Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got that company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out because everything that we do is out there. Our previous shows, our blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps when people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. For audience, listen tomorrow as we crown the super fan, the ultimate fan. We'll get to that tomorrow. Can't wait. Until then, see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's chat for a moment about Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you just want to experiment on a small scale on the stove in your kitchen or try your hand at a bigger setup in the backyard, Moonshine Still Pro can help. They have different still offerings as well as accessories and even grains from Goldstone Mill to help you make whiskey on par with what you get from your favorite distillery. They can even assist with a DIY still project by supplying some of the parts you can't make yourself. Check them out at moonshinestillpro.com. At the ABV Network, we're lucky enough to have some great friends. Amongst those friends is the Goldstein family, owners of Goldstone Mill. Goldstone Mill is a full-service mill offering a variety of heritage and heirloom grains. Their unique approach of working with mills around the country allows them to offer you affordable shipping opportunities to meet the unique needs of your distillery or brewery. They will consult with you to ensure the grains you are selecting meets the unique flavor profiles you are looking for. If you are a home brewer or distiller and you're looking for the grains that your local distillery or brewery uses, Goldstone Mill is the place to look. Check them out on the web at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or shoot them an email at hello@goldstonemill.com.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.